For this top, you'll need to crochet 2 rectangles. My bottom one is for the bottom half of my top, and this one's 61 chains wide, and it's about 30.5 centimeters this way and 20.5 centimeters this way. And my top piece is the same width, so 61 chains and about 30.5 centimeters, and the height of it is about 15 centimeters without the pink border. So to start off with, I'm going to do a chain of 61 for the width of my rectangle. And for the purpose of this demonstration, I won't be doing as many chains as I did for my actual top, so it'll be a bit faster for me. So now I've got my chain, and you're going to do double crochets for the entire piece. So I'm going to just yarn over and then skip the next stitch, but insert my hook into the stitch after, and then pull up loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and that's a double crochet. So you're going to repeat this until you reach the other end of your row, and you're going to then do your turning stitch and move into the next row. Here, as you guys can see, I've completed my first row of double crochets, and my turning stitch is usually just 3 chains to make up for the height of the double crochets. And then to go into the next row, I just turn my work over and then carry on with my double crochets. And for this tutorial, I'm going to be doing back loop double crochets, so that means you only insert your hook into the back loop when you crochet. So just the back one here like this, and then your usual double crochets. So you're just going to repeat the double crochets back and forth until you reach the desired length for your top. And you will need 2 rectangles, as I mentioned before, one for the bust area and another one for the bottom half of your top. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Here is one of my rectangles for the top, and I'll just show you guys how I tie things off. So as you can see, I've done my double crochets to the very end, and then I'm just going to do 2 chains and then cut my yarn off there, and then just pull that through and then tighten the knot there. And yeah, now we're going to crochet the pink border. So here I've just got my pink yarn, and I'm going to obviously start off with a slip knot. Just like that, and I like to start my borders in like a corner, but yeah, I just think it's the easiest. So just going to do this and then pull that through. Now I'm going to chain 2, and for the border I did half double crochets. I'll show you guys how to do that now. So I've got my loop yarn over on my hook, then I'm going to insert my hook into the front loop of my first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that is how you do a half double crochet. And all you need to do is repeat that all the way around the edge of your top, and when you reach a corner, I like to do 2 chains just to wrap the border around a little bit better, but for now you just have to repeat this all the way to the end of your row. So this is what the top edge looks like right now, and what I meant by the corner stitch before was just when you reach a corner, do 2 chains and then before going into your next stitch. So just like that, so you can see it's sort of like a corner instead of cutting straight across with the pink border. And I usually do 2 half double crochets per row, just because one isn't quite enough to cover like the width of it, I suppose. But yeah, do however many you feel like you need for it to look nice. And yeah, I'll just be repeating this all the way around my top, and I'll show you guys how I tie it off. So just for this top edge up here, I just did half double crochets in every single stitch, and because and you don't really have 2 loops, so you don't need to be worrying about which loop you're crocheting into. Here, as you can see from my pink border, I've crocheted all the way around my top, and now because we've reached another corner, I'm just going to do 2 chains and then insert my hook into the first little stitch sort of space here, and then going to pull up a loop and then pull 1 loop through, and I'm just going to tie that off by doing 2 chains and then cutting my yarn. Like so, and then just tighten that one there, and there you go. That is how you crochet the border for the rectangles. So we want to attach our top and bottom pieces together like this, with the twist in the center here. And using my ruler, I'm just going to measure out about 6 centimeters from the edge, and then use a bobby pin to mark out where that is, and do that on both sides. So now it should look something like this, and I'm going to grab some yarn with my hook. I'm going to be using pink because that's the color of my trim, and then you're going to take your top piece and then place it, grab it and then place it down like this, so that the right side, which is this side and this side, are facing together. And now we'll be attaching these 2 pieces together by sort of sewing this bit close up until where you put your bobby pin. So I've just turned my work around, so I'm going from right to left because it's easier because I'm right-handed. Anyway, so I'm going to insert my hook into the corner stitch, the 2 chains here, and in the same spot on the other piece, and then with my already made slip knot, I'm going to pull that one through and then chain 1. Then I am going to insert my hook into one of the loops on my border, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Just like that, and then I'm going to pull up a loop and pull the loop through. Then same thing again into the next stitch, and just like that. If I flip it over, it would look like this, so it's connected together, and you're going to repeat that until you reach your bobby pin. So I've just connected up until where my bobby pin was, and I took it off because it was annoying sitting there. So I'm just going to do 2 chains and cut off my yarn. Like, this is like how I finish off all my projects. And then pull that one through, just tighten that knot. There we go. And you're going to repeat the same process on the other side, and just make sure that your top bit is twisted so you know, it looks like the actual top that we're trying to recreate. So yeah, just go ahead and repeat that on this side. Hi guys, so this is what my top looks like now, and I'm going to go ahead and crochet some belt loops just around here and here. So I've just got a slip knot with my pink yarn again, and I'm going to insert my hook into the second stitch here. Then I'm going to place my slip knot onto my hook and pull it through just like that, and I'm just going to do a chain about 5 stitches and reattach it to the first stitch of the other side. So just something like that, and then I'm gonna do 2 more chains for the knot to tie it off. There we go, and you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So here's the top half of my top, and now I'm going to do straps from each corner. So to do that, I'm just going to insert my hook into the corner stitch here, and then slide my slip knot onto my hook and pull that one through. Then I'm just going to do a very long chain, just as long as you want your straps to be. And I like to tuck the tail of my yarn behind there when I'm crocheting as well, just so it's not just like sticking out in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. And then so I'm gonna wear this the same way that I tied one of my other crochet tops, and it's just like a long strap, and then it's going to go crisscross at the back, and then it's going to go through there and then tie at the back again. It's going to make more sense once I have it done, so I'm going to do the rest of this off camera. So I did 156 chains, and I'm just going to tie that off now. There we go. And repeat the same steps on the other side for your other strap. As you can see, I've done both my straps, and there's quite a few like loose bits of yarn, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trim all of those. So guys, here is my fully completed top, and next I'm going to show you guys how you would wear it and what it looks like on. So this is what the top looks like at the very end. I think I definitely could have gotten away making the top bit and the bottom bit a little bit shorter. I'm wearing high-waisted jeans, but it's still quite long. And I'll show you guys the back because someone asked me on my other video. This is what it looks like. You could also make your straps a lot longer and crisscross it across the back here like this, so it's more fitted at the bottom half of the top as well. But this is what mine looks like, and yeah, super cute.